Here's a few gross beat effects and their functions to help improve your beats. Once you have gross beat loaded up on your melody, just go to presets. They have their own flanger settings. There's plenty of other plugins that do that. Juggling Science is crazy, so if you really want to, you could use that, but I would just stick to Momentary. And I'll explain a few others that are pretty useful too, but for now we're just going to stick to this. So everybody should know this. There's half speed, so you don't have to buy halftime or anything, unless you really want to, because that's a plugin designed specifically just for this. So yeah, half speed helps to give it more depth, and it brings it down in the octave ranges. But it could take away some of the notes that are played, so that might be a problem. Aside from that, sometimes it depends on the melody. Like if it's quicker, I think it'll still keep most of the notes, but if it's like a slow melody, it might get rid of them. So it could really give more of an emotional feeling to it, especially if it's already an emotional beat. Another very useful one is vinyl off. Usually I'll bring this up, and then this could kind of show that the beat is closing, or you could use it kind of in a bridge. I mean, wherever you want really works, but I would only recommend doing it once and not more than once throughout, a certain section of the beat, maybe like somewhere in the middle and then at the end, but definitely not back to back, because this is what it sounds like. And then you have vinyl on, which is kind of the reverse. So if you want to use this at the intro, that'd be a pretty cool thing to do. Kind of, you know what I mean? And if you want to add more rhythm to your beat, you don't have to have the effects 100% applied. As you see, there's a volume knob here and a time knob here, and that is basically a mix knob. So you can create rhythm by bringing down this knob without completely getting rid of the melody. So it's not super noticeable. And yeah, there's a bunch of different gates like this. That's pretty much the main ones that I mess with the Momentary. So now we're going to head over to the pitch shifter. Let's say you want to give your melody a darker vibe. You can bring down the pitch by using gross beat 2. And if you hear a click, you can turn this attack time up. That'll get rid of it. Or you can increase the pitch if you want. I don't know why you would do that. Hey, music is music. Sometimes you gotta get real creative with it. And for the patterns preset, which is under Momentary, this will kind of give your melody, or basically any instrument you apply it to. It could even be vocals too if you want to get real unique with it. But this gives kind of like a glitch feeling. So people use it a lot, and it sounds really good if you put it in the right areas. So obviously I wouldn't use it too much unless you're going to be using it as like the basis of your melody. Like that one just sounds crazy, but if you want to sound like a DJ, then you can go to the turntable list. Yeah, so I mean, nothing that I would personally use unless I was doing something live, but yeah. And the stutter just kind of repeats notes. Yeah, the main three that I find the most useful is Momentary, Patterns, and the pitch shifter, because, the sounds that they provide. But the other ones, obviously, if you want to get into it and you want to try to use them, do it, because you guys need to experiment to enhance and increase your proficiency and your skill. And it's all trying out new things and seeing what works and what doesn't. Make sure you drop a like if you found something helpful.